Pastor David. I'm Pastor David, and I pastor New Life Church at 1021 South Center Street in Wahpeton, North Dakota. In a moment, we're going to go into 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 13 and 14. And the reason I said just a moment, because I just want to let you know again, Sunday was awesome at New Life. I'm going to tell you it again. Everything was just wonderful. To hear the congregation singing along with our worship leaders, it was just wonderful. And to be able to hear one another causes you to have more community, and the worship just seemed a little bit better, sweeter. And so I got to commend our worship leader on making sure everything was working just right on Sunday. So it was great. But I want to talk about something that I have noticed since COVID. We have Christians who don't understand what it means to die in Christ. Oh, a loved one who's been saved for years, who encouraged them to follow Jesus, and they are so sad. Now, I lost my dad before COVID. I lost my mom during COVID. Do I miss them? I sure do. But I don't grieve like others grieve. Oh, I'm quoting Paul now. But I don't. My dad would not want to come back to this world, especially the way it is right now. He's in a far better place, and he is so happy and rejoicing. Listen to what Paul writes here in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, and starting in verse 13. But I don't want you to be ignorant. What's he saying there? I don't want you to not understand this. I don't want you not to have the full knowledge of what the gospel teaches. I don't want you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning those who have fallen asleep. That was Paul's nice way of saying they died. That was a polite way of talking back then. That instead of saying that they were dead, he would say, they've fallen asleep. They didn't want to use phrases like kick the bucket, bought the farm, those kind of things. But they've fallen asleep. And concerning those who have fallen asleep, lest you sorrow as others who have no hope. As Christians, we have hope of seeing them again. Think of it this way. They've gone off on the most wonderful vacation anybody could ever imagine. And one day we're going to see them again because we get to join them. For if we believe that Jesus died and rose again, even so God will bring with him those who sleep in Jesus. We will be together. There's going to be such a reunion. We used to sing a song about that. There's going to be a meeting in the air in that sweet, sweet by and by. You see, people don't sing those songs enough to remind each other that we will see one another again. There's not too many modern songs written about that today. That's why sometimes it's wonderful to sing the hymns, because they remind us of doctrine that we don't talk about enough. If we would have that hope in Jesus, we wouldn't be so sad. Oh, we sure miss him, but we wouldn't be all teary-eyed and all upset and, going through all that stuff, if we realize the hope that we have in Jesus Christ. When I lost my grandmother back in the 70s, what a sweet lady she was. I knew I had hope that I would see her again. She lived right next door. I knew her all my life as a kid. I sure missed going over there and having her give me a cookie or tell me a story about the old country, but I knew she was a far better place. And one day I'd be walking those streets of gold with her as she was telling me all about how wonderful heaven is. You see, I'm going to see my parents again and all those that went before me. And we're going to have such a celebration. But the greatest thing I'm going to be able to see is Jesus himself. I'll probably hang out with him for 10,000 years before I go check out the rest of them. Why? Because he is my greatest hope. Well, God bless you. I hope this is going to build you up. But this is what Paul says. Don't be ignorant about the hope you have. Grab a hold of it. Hold on to it. Know that your loved one is in a far better place than what it is right here on earth. They're having a great time. And to be honest with you, they're not really thinking about us because they know one day we'll be joining them. Hey, God bless you. This has been Coffee Break with Pastor David. I pastor New Life Church at 1021 South Center Street in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Hope you can join us this week, Wednesday at 6 to 7:30. Adults are having we're having our life groups this week. Women's ministries are meeting. Life Builders for the men. Of course, New Life Kids and New Life Youth. We're all meeting at 6 o'clock to 7:30. Of course, the youth get together at 5 for their pre-service. Hope you can join us tomorrow night. It's going to be a great time. Hey, God bless. I'll see you next time.